Hello everyone, welcome to a tutorial on solving linear equations in one unknown. So this tutorial will tell us how to solve equations, and it is different from other tutorials that you have seen because today's tutorial involves the special word that goes by solve. Okay, solve tells you, it's hinting to you that at the end of your working you need to tell us the value, okay, value of your unknown. What is the unknown? What's the value of the unknown? In this case, in all our examples, our unknowns are x. So at the end of the day, you must tell us that x is equals to a certain value. It can be a number, it can be a whole number, it can be a decimal, it can be fractions, it can also be a negative number. No problem. Okay, so let us go into the first example, the first question here. Okay, so we have 3x plus 5 equals to 11. So the idea here is to identify, firstly to identify where is your unknown. In this case, our unknown is over here, and the second thing is to have a reference point of the equal sign. Our equal sign will separate the equation into two parts. Okay, this is the left hand side and this one is the right hand side. So what we need to do next is to isolate all your unknowns to one side, and whatever do not contain your unknown, we bring it to the other side of your equation. So in this case, our unknown is on the left hand side. So what we do not want is this plus 5. So what you do with this plus 5 is we transfer it to the right hand side. Okay, and what happens when you transfer anything to the right hand side or over to the left hand side? Your plus sign will change to negative, or if you have a negative sign, it change to positive. Okay, so what happens here is this. Let's look at this. 3x remains on the left hand side. What happens to this plus 5? We bring it to the right hand side, right? So there's no more of this plus 5. On the right hand side, originally we have 11. So this plus 5 will now becomes minus, sorry, it becomes a minus 5. Okay, so anything that is in white is the original item, but the one in green is the new item. So from plus 5 it has become a minus 5. So what happens is we have 3x is equals to now 11 minus 5 equals to 6. So now we have 3x equals to 6. So how do we get the value of x now? So x is equals to 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. Okay, so let me bring your attention to this portion. Okay, so this portion is very similar to what we have learned in primary school. It's just like saying if I have 3 units equals to 6. Okay, 3 units equals to 6. How do we get the value of 1 unit? 1 unit will be 6 divided by 3, right? So 1 unit equals to 2. It is the same in this case. If you have 3x equals to 6, x is equals to 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. Okay, the same idea happens here. Okay, come, let's move on to the second example, number 2. So we have 5x minus 7 equals to 3x plus 5. What's different from number 1 is that there are now two of your unknowns in the equation. Okay, let's identify our unknowns here. We have 5x and 3x. The unknowns are on both sides, on the either sides of your equal sign. Okay, so we need to isolate, we need to transfer some of the terms. Okay, so what I know or what we know is all our x term will move to one side and all the non-x term will move to the other side. So what are all the x terms? X terms will be 5x and 3x. Okay, so I'm going to group them to the left hand side. Okay, while all my non-x terms, this is minus 5, right? This is plus 5. So this one I'll transfer to the right hand side. So anytime there is a change over the equal sign, your signs will change to the opposite. Okay, so meaning from a plus to minus, minus to a plus. So 5x, and when we transfer the 3x is a positive 3x. When you transfer to the other side, we have minus 3x. Let me change to a different color. We have a minus 3x. This is the new item that we have. Okay, on the right hand side, originally we have 5, and now minus 7 has become plus 7. So this is the new so-called new equation. Okay, so we simplify the both left and right hand side. So 5 minus 3x equals to 2x. 5 plus 7 equals to 12. So therefore x is equals to 12 divided by 2 equals to 6. Okay, so this is the second example that I need to go through. Okay, let's look at example number 3. This is important. X squared is equals to 9. So this one is special because there is the unknown is on one side and the non variable is on the other side. Okay, the only difference is this time you have a square. We need to know how to get rid of a square. I do not want the value of x squared, but I want to know the value of x. So every time we need to remove the square, we don't want the square, right? We need to remove the square. What we add is we need to square root our x square. Sorry, let's do this. We need to apply a square root to our term here. So we need to find the square root of x square. So when we add a square root on the left hand side, we must add a square root on our right hand side. So we have square root of 9 on this side. Okay, so as I said, to remove a square, we add the square root. So on the left hand side, you get x already. Okay, so what happens on the right hand side? So every time you apply a square root, we must remember to add the plus and minus, or positive and negative. Okay, so now the square root of 9 equals to 3, so x equals to positive or negative 3. Okay, so some of you might be asking, why is there a plus and minus for this? Because, let's look at this. A positive 3 multiplied by positive 3. Okay, or rather, this is the same as 3 square, right? It equals to 9. If we have negative 3 multiplied by negative 3, which is the same as negative 3 square, you also get a 9. So in this case, both negative 3 and 3 will give you the same answer of 9. That's why we have two answers, plus and minus 3. Okay, last example, number 4. We have square root of x plus 2 equals to 3. So the difference between number 3 and 4 is you have a square at number 3, but you have a square root at number 4. So in this case, our unknown is over here, x plus 2, right? Is in the left hand side. So we need to remove the 2, but then you have the square root. That means we need to remove the square root first. How do we remove a square root? We remove a square root by adding a square. Okay, so square root of x plus 2. In this case, we need to square it to remove the, we add a square to remove the square root. Okay, so 3 is on this side, and since we added a square on the left hand side, we must square on the right hand side as well. Okay, so what happens when you have this? It becomes x plus 2 equals to 3 square equals to 9. So now, as we have learned in example 1 and 2, x is equals to, we bring over the plus 2, right? So becomes 9 minus 2. So x is equals to 7. Okay, so that is how we are going to tackle all these kind of solving equations. These are all the basics equation. So let's start doing some practice in the worksheet, and you should be able to understand this better, okay, on how to solve linear equations in one unknown. So remember the steps that we I have explained to you, which is to bring all your unknowns to one side, okay, either left or right hand side, and all the numbers on the other side. Okay, it doesn't matter where you put them. Uh, okay, I think just in case we need more explanation, let's look at let's do example number 2. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Let's look at equation number 2. 5x minus 7 is equals to 3x plus 5. Previous example, all the unknowns are on the left hand side, numbers on the right hand side. In this case, let's move all to the right hand side, all the unknowns to right hand side, numbers to the left hand side. Okay, that is something that I have overlooked to explain. So the negative 7 remains over here, and then plus 5 has become a minus 5. Then we have 3x is on the right hand side, and then 5x has become a negative 5x. Okay, so what happens now is negative 7 minus 5 is a negative 12. This is now equals to negative 2x. Okay, two things can happen here. We can read the equation from left to right. 12 equals to minus 2x, or we can read from the right hand side. Negative 2x equals to minus 12. Both are going to be the same. Okay, so what you can do is this. We can just shift the terms to the other side of the equal sign, meaning we shift minus 2x to left hand side, 12 minus 12 to the other side. So we get back 2x equals to 12. Okay, why we do this is because we want the positive value of x. Okay, we always want the positive value of x, so we move them around, so we get x equals to 6, same as the previous answer. Okay, another way, okay, this is our first type of solution. Okay, the second type is let's do it this way. Okay, you can go through this one, or you can go through this one. This is the second solution. Second way is to minus 12 is equals to minus 2x. From here I need to get the value of x. Okay, so x is equals to negative 12 divided by negative 2. So in this example, I'm reading the equation from right to left. So x is equals to 6. Okay, both answers will give, both methods give me the same answer, 6 and 6 over here. Okay, so this is quite a long tutorial. Go over these examples again, especially on number 3 and number 4, on how to remove squares and how to remove square roots. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's move on to our tutorial. Let's move on to our worksheets and let's start them. Okay, I shall see you at our next tutorial.